Okay. All right. So to let you all know, yesterday we went deep on making the quantum shift, integrating a limitless and scalable business model and mindset with the ecosystem of a wildly impactful and profitable online business looks like. And I have the link to that in my bio. So if you guys would like to see that, go check it out. We uploaded the video. It ended up being about an hour and a half long. All the content. So check that out. Oh, hey, yay, Oleana's here. Oleana stayed for the whole training yesterday and she's
Hi, Oleana.
value yesterday. So thanks for joining us again. Kai, how's the feedback? Am I feeding back too much?
I'm not hearing feedback on my end. What about you, Oleana? It sounds good? She says, okay, here. I'm not hearing any feedback. So it sounds good. Spence is here. He's like, what about Spence? Okay, so it sounds like, yeah, we're ready to go pretty much. Okay. Hi, everyone. So we're back for day 2, and we're really excited to be doing this where we want to just add a lot of value and give back. There's a lot going on right now in the global community, and a lot of people are asking for this kind of information. So we're like, we needed to show up and give this information, right? So let me pull up my notes here. Basically, coaching is one of the number one things to do right now, bringing your business online in general. And there's so many great things about it because you can have global impact. You can unlimit your time and your location, and you can get better health and so many lovely things, right? And you get to work from home or you get to work from anywhere. And so many of us just don't understand how to properly market or how to properly, do sales and so many of these things. And me and Lauren were just really sick and tired of all these ineffective, inconsistent, outdated, unethical strategies that we're seeing going around. And so that's why we're showing up here, because we want to make sure that your chances, that you're booking calls and that you're getting your chances of enrolling clients, you're maximizing those chances. And the best way to do that is to be booking calls, not to be building an email list or to be writing a book, right? You need to be booking calls. And the best way to do that is by following these strategies that we're going to share with you, posting an ad, sending them to a registration page, having them watch your masterclass, your training, your special presentation, and then having them book a call with you where you can enroll them as a client and where you can help them break through their limitations, right? So yesterday we went over the ecosystem of a impactful business, right? So if you missed day 1, you can join our Facebook group, facebook.com/wealthywellness, where we go more into the funnel, the flow of the funnel, the ecosystem of a successful business, right? So today, what we're gonna do is talk about positioning you online as an expert, right? And there's one really great way to do that, and what we recommend is using a masterclass. Because a masterclass, you get to talk about your system, what you do, and you get to teach it to them. They get to learn. You're viewed as the expert, right? And then there's so many benefits to that, but that's why we choose going with a masterclass, right? Versus all the other ways. This is the cake, right? Versus all the other icing tactics.
And
so
yesterday, Kai, you said it really well when you said your masterclass ends up being your automated salesperson that's going to say everything that you say over and over to prospects when you explain what you do, the services you provide. Your masterclass is going to be this pre-recorded content that will do that selling for you. Kai said it yesterday. It's a selling robot machine.
Yeah, like an automated sales robot 24/7 going for you, right?
Yay, robot.
And you don't have to do all that talking and repeating over and over. That's just really annoying. So now that we're talking about positioning you online as an expert, it's the first thing, most important, crucial thing that's going to determine if your pages convert or not is if you have a juicy hook or a juicy headline, right? So let me just pull up a few things here.
And Kai, when you're pulling the
Yeah.
stuff up over on Facebook land, we can't see it over on the Instagram page, just so you know.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to post, can you post an image in the comments of Instagram? I don't think you can do that.
No.
Yeah, it's okay. So you guys, y'all just watch the replay on the Facebook group, you know. But basically, the first thing, you know, the most important thing is finding a juicy hook and topic, because if they're scrolling, you know, and they don't see a juicy, captivating, compelling hook, then they're just gonna go right past it, right? So what we want to talk about also, other than setting up your topic, the next thing would be is setting up your opt-in page, and like what should be on the opt-in page. We want to talk about the hook on that, the few bullet points, which is the main part of what should be on your opt-in page, right? Testimonials, things like that. So we want to remind you to keep in mind that what we're talking about are the steps to automate your masterclass, right? This is the ecosystem that we're recommending for you to implement if you want to shift, you know, make a quantum shift in your life, in your business, and your finances, is to integrate this simple client attraction machine. So just keep in mind that this is to automate your masterclass, and we'll be going more into, you know, how to construct your masterclass. We're going to try to do that tomorrow. We have so much to give away. We might even do like a bonus training or something like that for you if we have to, if y'all request it, you know. But basically, we're gonna give you everything that you need. So today is going to be about your subject, your topic of your masterclass, and your opt-in page. And as the week goes on, we're going to show you the, you know, the slides. We're going to show you the systems, the emails, how to record, doing all that. So first, what comes up in choosing your masterclass subject? Actually, I want to ask if any of you have already had experience with choosing a topic for a masterclass. Let us know in the comments if you've tried something before, if you tried a hook or anything like that.
Or if you're working on a hook, because we know Oleana is working with us right now through these trainings. So if Oleana, you have anything that maybe you haven't produced yet, put it in the comments, and then we can maybe kind of play with what you've been working on over the last day.
Yeah. Yeah, so like, you know, this is a common thing that people have trouble doing, is coming up with a really juicy hook. So that's why we decided to come help you with this today. It's super important that you have
Chelsea,
something.
put it in the comments. What's your juicy hook?
Yeah, Chelsea says she has one. Okay, Chelsea, what's your juicy hook? Give us a stab at it.
For everyone that does not know the wonderful Chelsea Pine, she's changed my life. She is a very talented breathwork facilitator here in San Diego, California. And she's been working towards taking her business fully online. So I'm so glad that she's here in the training and can jump in with things that she's been working on.
Mm-hmm. Let me know when she's put it in there.
Okay, cool. I will.
So basically, you know, we suggest that you try two different options. So get your pens out, your pens and paper, right? We suggest that you try. Let me see if I can. Okay. So Chelsea said, I did a masterclass for breathwork on the 5 main breathing patterns we experience emotionally and how the breath patterns show our subconscious patterns. Okay, awesome. I like that. She said it's long, but I called it Discover Your Patterns. Okay. So exactly. So thank you, Chelsea, for sharing. So let's dive into here, you know, some more of the inner workings of, you know, of these topics. So, you know, we just want to reiterate, your topic is going to be the number one success factor when it comes to your funnel. So we've seen some masterclasses convert at 7%, right? And some convert at 40%. Huge difference, right? And you don't want to be the 7%, right? You want to be the 40%. So the key factor is the hook of the masterclass and the headline on the opt-in page, on the registration page, right? So, what you want to be clear in what you tell them is going to be in the presentation. So, what do you think is the number one reason, the number one big mistake that masterclasses don't convert? Like why they don't convert, why they don't, meaning convert, meaning why they don't get people to sign up for them. What do you think the number one reason is? What is it that, that's the biggest mistake that people make, that, we used to make, and that most of us are just making because, it's just, what do you think it is? Chelsea?
Or Oleana?
Oleana?
Oleana, you're thrown down yesterday. Where are you at today, Oleana?
Yeah. Right? What is it? We're going to give you a few more moments. Hi, Karina. Hi, Renee. So I'm going to give you, let me check in on, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So it's usually too generic. Okay, there's Chelsea.
Not making the topic intriguing or powerfully presented enough.
Yeah, basically, exactly, Chelsea. So it's not intriguing enough. It's not captivating enough. Meaning, what that really means, it's not deep enough. It's not specific enough. It's not speaking to the heart of your ideal client. It's not speaking to someone's pain points, to the nightmare that's going on in their head over and over and over. So, like for one example, 5 steps to get unstuck and build the life you love. Right? That's very generic. And it sounds great. It sounds beautiful, but it's like, what does that mean? If you ask different people, they're going to give you so many different responses because that just is so generic. It can mean so many different things for so many different people, right? Like the 4 pillars to go from being stuck and finding your passion to finding your passion and purpose, right? That seems like a really great one, but it's like, what does that really mean? It's not speaking to a specific heart, so it's not intriguing enough. Chelsea, like you said, it's not going to be powerfully enough presented. So it's not having enough depth. So what we want to do is speak in non-poetic, non-flowery kind of language, and we want to not try to be fancy, right? We want to get straight to the point and be straightforward and speak to the heart of that your avatar, your ideal client's problem. And we're going to get more into this tomorrow because this is really important. We want you to really understand who you're speaking to because there's a major disconnect happening, right? We're sure you all know that's why you're here. There's a disconnect between you and your ideal buyer, your ideal client. And for some reason, they're not throwing their money at you. They're not signing up. They're not throwing their hands to sign up. And there's so many reasons for that. But one is because you're not intriguing enough with your marketing. And so we'll get more into that. So let's brainstorm right now, right? You have 2 options for your subject. So write these down. You have 2 options. Your first option for your topic for your webinar would be the overall view of your program and its steps, right? So we have the Wealthy Wellness System where we showcase, let me see, I can actually pull this up. I can't share it on Instagram, right? But I can share it on Facebook. So awesome. Show and stream. So Let's back in stream. The 5 steps or secrets or pillars, right, to up level your coaching business or to fill your to up level your coaching business. Actually, I was going to say to fill your calendar, but that's more specific.
What would Chelsea use as a breathwork facilitator? What's something?
So
like, use her as an example.
That's a good question, Chelsea. Like, what would you use? Put in the comments what. I'm gonna continue on here, but I want you to put in the comments what you would put as your 5 steps or secrets or pillars for your program. Like, what's the first of all, what's the result that they're getting? Is it that they're overcoming a certain pain? So with breath work, I know that certain people, there's certain things that breath work can do, results that breath work can give you. Overcome chronic pain and or fatigue, right? And that is something that's really debilitating that someone would pay a lot of money for. So, the 5 steps to that could be, I don't really know that niche. So that's why I was going to give an example of more of what we do, Lauren. But I'll take a stab at it, right? So what you want to do is, you need to get your mindset, like, you need to get your focusing together. You need to get your postures together, maybe, or you need to get the poses down. I honestly don't know. Like, Lauren caught me. Thanks, Lauren. I don't know breathwork. I'm not a breathwork facilitator. So, but Chelsea, go ahead, put in the comments, let us know, and I'll get schooled right now and learn. So for us, for this example, what we would do for our business is we would do your first step to building a successful business would be to know your niche, your sub niche, and the big problem that you're going to be solving in the world, right? So for us, our niche is health, wellness, and fitness experts, right? Doctors, coaches, therapists, personal trainers, yoga instructors, all these types of people, right? What is it? Manifestation coaches, breathwork facilitators. And so, that, and then the big problem that we solve is not being able to attract clients. And there's many problems we solve, like, knowing how to run an effective coaching business online. But, one of the big problems that we solve is not being able to attract clients. But, and then the second step, so your niche is one, and the problem you're going to solve. The second step is your signature solution to that problem you're going to solve, right? The signature offer, right? So you need a niche, you need an offer, you need your marketing, right? So you need your funnel, you need your inbound attraction system, and then you need to know how to sell. You need to know how to enroll people and do your enrollment calls. And then the last thing we'd say you need is the M&M, right? Mindset through mentorship, right? So you need to get a coach, or you need to get a mentor, and you need to work on your mindset. And I see Chelsea is working here, is responding here. So this is based off of what we know you need to up level your business. These are the essential aspects of that. So you get an overview, a taste, a preview of what we do, right? And you get a vision on what you need to do as a business owner to up level your business. And then you get massive value because we're sharing with you our proprietary system, right? Our unique system and steps. And then what it's like to work with us, to know who we are, and what we value and what our mission is, right? And then from there, you can come on a call with us and we can decide what's not working for you, where you're stuck, and then what you need to do to make things better, and then go to that next level, right? As a business owner, which is beyond 25K. So this is a simple version of a webinar flow up for your subject topic, right? You always want to give max five steps.
So for Chelsea, she said in the comments, the main reason or outcome for her clients is to find a sense of emotional release or relief. long-term trauma release and learning to navigate the world from an emotionally intelligent and stable place. So the 5 steps to.
Yeah. So then I would say, for an example, maybe the three pillars to release deep set trauma and navigate the world from an emotionally intelligent and stable place. Okay, so then the three things could be, you have to be aware of what your trauma is. Step one is awareness. Step two is you have to accept that that's your trauma and that's what you have going on. That's your story. And then you have to transmute that story. You have to transmute that trauma out of your body and out of your mind, right? So those are the awareness, acceptance, and transmutation, right? So those could be the 3 steps that you talk about. So there we go. And then you can teach them. So breath work, and that's another thing we're going to get into. Breath work is just a tool. So you don't want to teach them the breath work techniques. You want to find the problem, which is the trauma, right? And then being able to navigate the world, getting out in the world and not being isolated. And so those 3 things are awareness, acceptance, and transmutation. It's not, it was not what I said earlier. Actually, it's not like, pose this way and say this thing and imagine this thing, because they can just be like, oh, do this, do this, do that. Okay, I got it. I'm done. Bye. Right. So you don't want to make it like oversimplified. Chelsea, she's like, woo. And you don't want to oversimplify it like that. So you want to do what Chelsea did. You want to hone in on the problem and then high level steps to solve that problem. And so let me just take a little sip of water here.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to keep it max 60 minutes. You want to keep your hi, Olive.
Yay, Olive just joined. Oh, yes. Look who just joined us on Instagram. Hey, girl. We're talking about the masterclass portion of your automation in your business. That's what we're going into today for day 2. I'll send you the link for the replay of what we did on day 1. You'll find a lot of value in what we're dropping the next couple days. Thanks for joining us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so diving right back into it, we want to ask y'all a question. Well, some people ask how long should the masterclass be? We were gonna say 45 to 60 minutes. You don't want to do longer than that because people are gonna start dropping out like they're right. That's and then you don't want to do too less because you want to make sure you have enough time to actually deliver value. That's why we say keep it at 5 steps, maybe 6 steps max, but you want to be able to have enough time to deliver really good value and enough details. So we want to ask, going into it, anyone want to give it a try? Chelsea, Olive, Alexander. Hi, Alexander. Alexander just joined. Who else do we have in here? Oleana. Anyone want to give it a try? Give us, a try at a hook or a headline. So, the template, write the template down if you haven't already. The 5 steps, secrets, pillars, anything like that to XYZ. So to their big dream or goal or aspiration. So it's to eliminate trauma, to eliminate back pain, to find your soulmate, to avoid divorce, right? These are very clear, very like what we say is bleeding neck problem. It's like, oh my God, my neck is bleeding. My divorce is coming to, my marriage is coming to an end. Like I feel like I'm extremely depressed and I can't come out of my house. I'm debilitated by this back pain, all these things, right? So what is that big, big problem you're going to solve in the world? And then what are the 5 steps or 3 or 4, whatever pillars that they need to overcome that problem? Somebody give it a stab. The 5 steps to do XYZ, right? And then we're going to move into your second option, because that was option 1. You have 2 options for your subject, remember? So that was option 1, is the overall view of your program steps, right? Okay, so I'm assuming you guys are typing up your answers, your tries. So we'll just continue on with option 2 and wait for Olive and Oleana and Chelsea and anyone to give a try at a good juicy hook. So step 2 is to choose one specific segment of your signature program or expertise, right? So for us, it's not how to build an entire coaching business, the 5 elements of a successful coaching business. It's marketing or sales, right? Mm-hmm. So let's go with the example of marketing for us. Or for Chelsea, it's the 3 steps, right? It would be just acceptance, because that's the biggest one people have a hard time with, is accepting their trauma, right? So people are pretty much aware of it and they know how to transmute it, but they're not accepting it. So same thing here with ours. Marketing would be the one thing that we do. And we've done this, actually. This is one thing that we've done with, things is we've only talked about marketing, your funnel, right? So what you want to do is list, the one thing from your program. For us, it can be your mindset. It can be your avatar and finding your problem. It could be your signature skill set and your signature offer. It can be your masterclass. It can be building a profitable Facebook group. It could be designing your funnel or your client attraction system. It could be how to do service and sales and enrollment calls. It could be how to build a team and hire and outsource, right? So you just pick one of those areas to showcase the biggest mistakes and blocks that your current clients or past clients have, and that your audience has, and that you see time and time again, that's stopping people from shifting. So write this one down. If you haven't already, write it down. What it is you're choosing one specific area to showcase the big mistakes and blocks that your current past clients make and that your audience makes, right? And you want to teach them how to, overcome that and how to do it the right way, basically. So option 1 was the overview of all your program steps. Option 2 is one specific part of your program. So, for example, with us, the 4-step marketing funnel, health and wellness experts use to keep their calendar booked, right? That's just about the marketing funnel. It's not about sales, not about your mindset. It's not about your avatar. It's not about, your funnel. It's not about your offer. It's about the funnel, the 4 steps, the ecosystem we went over yesterday, right? Or how to connect with your most ideal dream clients across the globe, right? That's just about your niche, because you're needing to connect with your ideal clients. There's that disconnection that we talked about. So, that's more specific to your niche, which is just one segment, not the whole business. So that's basically it. You want to choose one segment to highlight. And then, your next steps are to choose option 1 or option 2. And you can do that, based off of what you feel more comfortable with. So with option 1, you're going to overview the steps. With option 2, you're going to reframe false beliefs, right? So the 4 mistakes that our clients avoid to keep their calendar filled with clients consistently. So instead of option 1, instead of giving instructions, you're going to point out the mistakes. You're going to point out the limiting beliefs that are holding people back, so that way they can overcome those, right? So for example, with us, our market, our audience, they think that they need to be cheap. Especially if you're new and you're just starting out, you think you need to be a cheap expert or a cheap coach, right? And that's a big mistake, and we'll show you why and how to do it better, right? That's an example of one thing that we say. And then the number 2 would be, people believe that marketing is extremely difficult and they need a huge following, right? And that's not true. That's a big mistake, and we're going to show you why, right? That's an example for the 2nd step. And then the 3rd step could be this cast a wide net mindset, right? So people say, if I just cast a wide net and if I market everyone, and if I market to everyone and I try to get everyone in my door, then that's going to be the best, right? If I just don't focus in, and that's wrong, because you're not going to be talking to a specific person. It's different. It's different to talk to a yoga instructor than it. I mean, sorry, it's different to talk to a mom who's a yoga instructor who lives in California, who has kids, right? Than it is to talk to a single dad who has no kids, who lives in Alaska, who's into sports. They're just two different. Even though you might be helping them both solve back pain, they're two different markets. They're two different hearts. So you can't do cast a wide net mindset, right?
And real quick with that, Kai, I want to jump in and add this little tidbit about this, because there's a big fear that people have about niching down. And what we want to be clear about when you do that, it comes to your marketing message. That is why you're niching down. And you can work with other people outside of that avatar.
Yeah.
When it comes to your marketing message, you want to speak to that one heart and that one person. You still might attract other people, and yes, you can work with them. But the reason why we want you to do that is so that your marketing message actually speaks to one heart and one person. So that's something I want people to understand, is that yes, you can work with other people outside of your niche, but it just comes down to marketing, because you have to get your message so tight and right for that right person.
Exactly. And that's what I was going to say. There's a difference between speaking to a yoga instructor mom who has kids, who's 38 or who's like 28 and lives in California, than it is to an older guy who's like maybe in his 50s who lives in Alaska and is into sports, right? Who both have back problems. But the thing is, we're not telling you like to hone in and only work with this one type of person. That's not what this is about. What it's about is that you're able, because this guy, if you're talking to this mom, this single mom, this guy in Alaska could see the post, right, the ad, and be like, I'm not a mom, but I'm still have back pain, and I like your message, I like your vibe, I want to work with you. Book a call, and then you can be like, okay, we'll enroll you into our program. Like, you fit, you meet the requirements. Yeah, we can help you with your back pain. So it's not about who you're working with. It's about who you're speaking to, what heart that you're speaking to, right? So just want to get clear on that. But, that could be number 3. So there's those 3 shifts that you're reframing. And that's what we do in our masterclass. We talk about this. We reframe that belief, right? So that's the option number 2, is to pick one subject and reframe the beliefs. So Olive says, great point. I'm multi-passionate, but this makes a lot of sense. Yeah, multi-potentialite. I'm a multi-potentialite. There's so much of us who can help so many different types of people, but we have to adhere to the rule of ones, and what we call the law of focus. So there's different laws of sacred socioeconomics, right? And you'll hear about them as we continue on, but it's basically the rules that affect all of us. And one of them is, if you're focusing like on all different kinds of people and you're not focused on one heart, at first, then you're gonna be all scattered and all over the place. And it's like you have to be like a laser. You have to be laser focused, right? So you can do one avatar now, one avatar later, one avatar after that, and build multiple funnels to different avatars. But you can't have one funnel speaking to multiple avatars. You can have one funnel that speaks to one avatar that leads to your program, which you serve all avatars, or you serve whoever, right? Like, you don't have to deny these people just because they're not a female that lives in California that has kids. So anyway, it's just for Facebook ads. Like, when we get into Facebook ads, you're going to be able to target specifically women, specifically men. You don't have to do that every time necessarily, but you'll be able to specifically choose what income bracket they're in, where they live, their demographics, and where they hang out, these types of things. So I'm getting a little too deep right now. So let's back up a little bit, and we want to ask you all, Olive, Oliana, Justin, I don't know, Justin, hi Justin, he just came in. I don't know if you had enough time to chime in, but Oliana, let us know which one you feel more comfortable with. Chelsea, you too. Do you feel more comfortable with option 1, doing an overview of how to, solve this one big problem? Or do you feel better choosing one specific segment and then diving into that and explaining that for your hook? Let us know, and please use this time, like, ask us, if especially if you're on the Facebook, Lauren, check the Facebook, see if anybody's commenting. And if you're here, ask us questions, test stuff out, because it's really going to be beneficial to you. You have us, we're experts, we can really help give you some more vital information for your specific business or what you're trying to create. So let us know, which option do you feel more comfortable with? Justin says he's stoked to listen in. He sees value in both. He likes the idea of multiple avatars without having too many. Okay, thanks, Justin. It's good. So yeah, you can see the value in that. It's huge value when you're doing one at a time and you're not doing so many at once. You need to be laser focused, like super laser focused, right?
I love giving examples. So the example I'll give right now is for Kai and I's business, the Wealthy Wellness System. We have a funnel. That's out right now that's speaking to one set of one heart set. After we get this funnel to where we want it to be, we will add another funnel on that speaks to a different avatar. Then we'll add another funnel that speaks to another avatar. So I'm glad that you find value and why it makes sense, why you need to hone in, and then why you're going to add on top of that as your business grows.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Lauren. Yep. And Chelsea, she says she feels like I feel like it's more accessible for me to choose option 2. Yeah, exactly. And that's normal because one specific aspect to hone in on, because option 1 feels like it's more of a challenge. Absolutely. That makes total sense. That's how I felt in the beginning, same thing. And so, do that. And it's good that you recognize what you're more comfortable with, because you're going to be able to deliver a lot better. So definitely go with that one aspect. And, Chelsea, when we get on a phone call with you, then we'll be able to help you choose which aspect is the best one, and if you decide to enroll with us, we already know you're enrolling with us, Chelsea. When you enroll with us, we'll be able to help you choose which aspect is, better for you, and we're going to talk about how to choose, also like ways to research your topic. We're going to go into that. So someone asked us, can you explain avatar? Yeah, so I was actually gonna do a little bit.
Hi, by the way, good to see you. I'm glad you're here.
Who is that?
Him and we've known each other for a couple years now.
Hi.
He used to bartend on my art shows down at Florent.
What'd you say?
He used to bartend all my art shows down at Florent. So Kai, let's go into what your avatar is.
Yeah, so your avatar, it's like a representation of your most ideal dream client, right? So your avatar is basically it's like a representation, basically. So if our dream client, for example, is we have a set of 2 dream clients right now at this point. Like a female that lives in California. He says, okay, a female that lives in California, maybe doesn't have kids. She's making over 6 figures already. She's had a coaching business for about 5-10 years, and she's not, had success. It's been offline. She wants to go online, but doesn't really know how to use technology, doesn't know how to create a signature program, but wants to, is a high level entrepreneur. So this is, this is our avatar. It has demographics, which, would be like the age, the gender, these things. And the geographics are the location where they live. And then the psychographics, which is where they hang out, what magazines they read, what YouTubes they watch, what experts they follow, right? Because in Facebook ads, you can target that. What experts they follow, you can target those kinds of things. And then you can, what events do they go to? Because you can show up to those events, right? And, like things like this that are happening, are they tuned into the online space? Because there's people showing up here. We know that people are tuned into the economic space, so they know that there's a shift happening, so they show up here. You're our avatar, so this is one of the things that we would include in your psych profile, basically. So that's an avatar.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So getting back into it here. He says he gets it. Yeah, cool.
Cool.
And so, all right, so we're doing great here. Let's continue on. Just one thing I want to say, one of the big benefits of the Wealthy Wellness, you're taking the answer and then finding the questions you need to get that answer. I don't quite understand what this gentleman's saying, Lauren.
I don't really get it either. Could you rephrase that?
Yeah, could you rephrase that for us? You're taking the answer and then finding the questions you need to get that answer. That's okay. Go ahead and rephrase that for us. So basically what I was saying, one big benefit of the Wealthy Wellness System program is that you can ask other people for their advice when coming up with your topic, when coming up with your hook, when coming up with pretty much anything that you're going through. You can ask other people that are going through the program for their advice, and you can test your masterclass stuff on them. You can test your slides, your images. You can say, hey y'all, what do you think about these things, right? So we get to choose. So you understand now how to choose your masterclass, right? We've gone over that, how to choose your masterclass subject. We've gone over that. Let's move forward. We want to talk about how you research a juicy hook and topic, because you might need help to get this going, right? So, and the reason that you want to research a really good hook or topic is because this is what you're promising on the webinar. This is what people are going to see before they actually click or dive in or go anywhere else. So you want to have this hook really dialed in, and we're going to talk about some really great ways to create a bulletproof hook, right? So one of ours, the one that works the best for us, is how to get clients, how to consistently attract clients, right? Which would always win over how to build a coaching business. Yeah, how to build a coaching business is huge. People need to know that. They don't know how to do that properly, but how to get clients is always going to win because it's more specific, especially over something like leave your corporate job to build a business. Like that, I tested that headline once and it converted horribly because I don't know, I don't really know why, but you're convincing people you're having to convince people to leave their job, versus people, you don't have to convince people to ask, how do I consistently attract clients? They're like, I want to consistently attract clients, and it's more specific. That's really the key here. So, and some other examples could be how to close more sales calls, right? Or if you're in the relationship space, how to avoid divorce. Or if you're in the health space, how to eliminate or how to reduce trauma-induced pain, right? Back pain or some type of pain, right? So what you want to do is basically, you don't want to be fancy. You want to use keywords and phrases that your ideal clients are using. That's like running in their head, like they're having nightmares at night. They're tossing and turning in bed thinking about these things. Like they're like, I don't want to have this divorce. Like, I want to fix my marriage. I want to fix my relationship. I don't want to die alone. I want to find a soulmate. I need to eliminate this pain because I want to be able to go out and travel with my family and move around. Like, these are the phrases that they're using. So you want to be crystal clear and direct on what they're going to be getting. You're going to be learning how to eliminate that pain, how to avoid that divorce, how to close those sales calls, how to attract those clients. Very clear, right? And we're going to go more into this tomorrow. It's really deep. We're training you in some really deep concepts right now. But you want to speak to the heart of your avatar and their specific, painful, bleeding neck problem, right? So 2 ways to find a juicy hook are through polls. So you could show up on Facebook, you can do a poll, or Instagram, right? You can do polls on Instagram, Lauren, I think. Yeah, you can. So you can do a poll and you can ask, hey, I want to know, this is my hook, the 5 ways to consistently attract clients, or the 4 pillars to eliminate back pain completely forever, right? So I want to, you can ask them, what do you think about this? And you want to be specific when you're asking people. Don't just be like, what do you think about this? right? You want to say like, this is my avatar, this is who I'm speaking to, I'm going between this option or this option, this is why I'm balancing between this option and this option. You want to be really specific, and then, you know, ask people, and then you'll get, you know, if you ask 30 people, that's a great average to be able to get a solid answer and see some type of trend or pattern. That's what we have our clients do when they do their interviews. We have them interview a certain amount of people. So what you want to do also is do some research. Go on Google, go on YouTube, go look at books, see what the best sellers are, see what the best videos are that are getting a lot of traffic, and what their hooks and what their titles are. Look at your competitors' hooks for their masterclasses.
I was going to say a really great research tool is Amazon Books. Going into Amazon Books and typing in your topic or similar topics to your industry and see what book titles are trending right now. That is a great way to do research on your marketing. So Top Shelf Tone said, if your answer is the lady you explained, figuring out the questions you need to ask or the approach you need to take to get that lady or answer is easier to see and focus on. So working backwards on who your avatar is to create your perfect message to them. I think that's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought you meant. And you're way ahead. Like, exactly. Like, so that's what we help you do. And we're going to go into this tomorrow. We have some blueprints where I think I might be able to give you all a sneak peek right now on Facebook. He said, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, yeah.
I don't have them up right now, but yeah, we're going to be able to give you a sneak peek on blueprints that we use for our clients, where they just fill in the blank. Literally, they do some research, they do some surveys, some interviews, views, some Googling, and then they fill in the blank for their magnetic $1 million message, which is how they attract clients like that. Like, it's really crazy, you know, how when you have a magnetic message, because that's built off of research and polls and asking your audience, how bulletproof that is, because you're not guessing. You're like, what should my hook be, right? Or like, is this one better or this one better? If you just ask them instead of being in your own head, you're bulletproofing it, especially if you get a solid amount. One of our clients, she's done 30 interviews within the last few weeks, and she's skyrocketed. She's like, I'm not stopping. I'm going to do more interviews, because she sees the value. Her name's Melly. I don't know if Melly's on here, but she sees the value of doing that research and bulletproofing. Because if you say, you know, this is the hook, you know, if you get the hook from them, you're using their words against them in the best loving way, right? You're like, you said this, and they're going to click on it because they're like, oh, that's my word. That looks familiar, right? So definitely make sure you want to do that, and ask clients, ask current clients or your most ideal clients that he left. You'll get to know my humor here. Ask current clients, ask ideal clients, ask friends. Hey, this is the hook. What do you think is going to be in the masterclass? And then if they can't guess what's going to be in the masterclass, or if they have 10 different answers that are not relevant, you know you need to get more specific, and it's too generic. Bam, bulletproof, right? And then another thing you can do, the last thing we have to recommend, is split testing. So I don't know if you know how to do this now, anybody, but for people that do split test, if you don't, what split testing is you put up a Facebook post, for example, or a masterclass, and you have one person from one lead from your Facebook ads goes to this page. One lead goes to this page, or one person goes to this Facebook ad A, one lead goes to Facebook ad B. One lead goes to Masterclass A, one lead goes to Masterclass B. That's split testing. So you can see, oh, a lot more people that went to Masterclass B with hook B converted a lot more. That's a winning hook. That's a split test. Does that make sense? That make sense, Lauren?
Yes, it did.
That's all called A/B testing, and that's another way to do it. It's getting a lot more deeper, but if you know what that is, that's another way we recommend to do that. And so, what did we have?
Justin's throwing down over there. Let's look at his comment. Reverse engineering the solution per client. Love this. And all the research and surveys you just mentioned helps with an evidence-based approach. Exactly.
Yeah, Justin hit it like nail on the head. Thank you, Justin. That's exactly what's going on, because we don't want to guess at this stuff. Guessing is like, that's what the big mistake is that people make, is that they guess and that they assume. And some people, honestly, even some people are just, we're in our egos, like as humanity, we're in our egos. We think we know what's best. And that's great. Like, you know, our egos serve a purpose. Half of this is, you know, we come here and half of it is us and what we think, what we know, what we believe. And then half of it is the market and what they know, what they believe, and they feel. And when we make that connection between, you know, what they're saying and what is the evidence, you know, what the trends are to what, you know, your gifts and your skills are, it's bulletproof. So, you know, I'm glad you get that. I'm glad you all are liking that and you get that. So let's move forward. So some examples. Let me drink some water. How long have we been going on here, Lauren?
We've been going for an hour now.
Let's keep going. So, how long do we have? Yeah, we have a little bit longer. So, you know, some examples we have are how to attract the right clients through the power of speaking and get talk ready, even if you haven't nailed your message and you're feeling sick of hiding out online and feeling unseen and unheard and underpaid. Right? That's very, very specific. Unlike leave your corporate job to build a business. Like, that is not very specific at all. Even if that one said just how to speak from stage. That's not the same. That's boring. That's bland. It's like, you know, when you say how to attract the right clients from speaking on stage, that's closer. How to get TED Talk ready, that's super specific. You know, they're talking about an event that everybody knows about, that speakers that are trying to learn how to speak want to go to. And then also adding in these pain points of feeling like they're hiding out, feeling unseen, being underpaid, and feeling unheard. You know, those are the pain points. So when you add in, you know, how to do this without that, it's very much more compelling. And we're actually going to give you another template in just a few moments. So just hang on. But basically do the research and test with a live audience, and it's going to save you money on advertising, right? Because if you're guessing, you're going to be spending money on advertising and you're going to be losing money. So just do the work ahead, do the research, ask 30 people minimum is what we recommend. Ask as many people as you can, you know, and really hone in on what the best thing is, and use this template that we're about to give you. So now I want to do some engagement. I want to ask if anyone has, actually, I want to give you all a template first, and then I want to ask. So the template that we have here, get your pens out, get your pens and papers out. The 5 steps, the template is the 5 steps to, so fill in the blank, big goal. So the 5 steps to, I wonder if I can, I can't screen share on Instagram. So the 5 steps to fill in their big goal, even if / without / while.
Share it
Fill
on
in the
Facebook,
blank.
and I'll flip the camera around so I can show Instagram.
Yeah.
Share it,
Okay.
because this template's really important.
Okay, you're right. So let me share the screen.
Chelsea, this is going to be a good one for you.
Okay, can you see this? Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So I want you all to write this down quickly. So the 5 steps to big goal, insert big goal. All right, insert big goal, insert big pain, insert big goal. Right, so the 5 steps to, you know, consistently attract clients, even if Okay, he's in the car, but he's following along. Even if you don't have a following, the 5 steps to consistently attract clients without having to go through tech overwhelm, right? The 5 steps to consistently attract clients while spending even more time with your loved ones, right? So these, even if slash without slash while, you can fill in the blank with, and I'm gonna put like fill in the blank right here, right? So I'm gonna move from the screen, Lauren, but you guys take a screenshot if you need to.
Cool.
Cool. And so, you know, that's one of the templates you can use. And then the second template you can use is, you know, the 4 secrets, the 4 steps, the 4 pillars to go from big pain to big goal, which could be, you know, from passion to profits, from 0 to full-time income. Mr. Somebody's here. Hi. Hi, Mr. So, you know, the 4 secrets to go from, you know, debilitating back pain to, you know, feeling like your youngest version of yourself, so that way you can go be with your friends and family without having to go to a chiropractor every single week, right? So without having to do something that they hate. So you can insert that in there too. Without how to do this without having to do something that they hate or that they dislike or that's a challenge for them. Right? Those are the kinds of things. This is the template. So just follow in and hone in on this template. And this is what we use, and it converts over time and time again. So definitely, you know, make sure you have this saved.
Chelsea, maybe you should, Chelsea, if you work on it right now, tell us what you work on with the template.
Yeah, give us a try.
We can correct it.
Give us a test. Give us a test one right now. You know, insert the big pain. You want to think of the biggest pain and the biggest goal that they have, and the biggest challenge and obstacle that they have, and then fill it in. So the 5 steps to without having to do blah, 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 right? The 4 secrets to the 4 steps to do this, to go from here to there, to go from, you know, broke to millionaire, for example. Just keep it simple, be direct, do not be vague. Right, and we're gonna go more over this tomorrow. So now let's transition from, you know, from your topic, from your subject, and let's open the floor for questions. Does anyone have questions? Right now, what we're gonna go into is your opt-in page. What your opt-in page should look like. And Lauren, there's no screen sharing on Instagram, so I'm gonna screen share our opt-in page, our coach's opt-in page. And show another example and have them see what are the important elements of an opt-in page, right? So any questions here? You know, give us, and also work on your examples, you know, put them in the comments or the chat. And I'm gonna set up here as we dive in. And then after we go through the opt-in page examples, we're gonna wrap it up. And we're gonna talk about, you know, tomorrow and the rest of the week and everything else. So, okay, so it doesn't, yeah, it looks like everyone is complete in the chat. Oh, Chelsea's working on it now.
Hey, girl.
She's working on it now. So let me just pull this up here. So hi, we have a new person. Hi, me, Rosemar.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining. So, so the next thing we're going to go into is how to design your opt-in page. And, you know, there's a few hacks that we're going to give you. There's a big difference between successful opt-in pages and unsuccessful opt-in pages. And we're going to show you on that. Oleana asked, what was question? So, you know, the question, it was come up, I think was there 2 questions, right? So what was your example of a juicy hook based off that template that we just gave you? Right, so the 5 ways, the 5 steps, the 5 pillars, the 5, you know, whatever, to go from this to that, or to, you know, achieve this one big goal even if with or without. She says, gotcha. Cool, got it. So now I kind of want to move on because I want to wrap this up.
Yep.
Right. So while you guys are coming up with those, we have the replay. You can watch this again. We're going to put it up on a one page all 5 days. So that way you can get all 5 days on one page. But when it comes to your opt-in pages, there's a tool for the tools. What we recommend are ClickFunnels. Now there you can use lead pages. That's another tool. You know, WordPress, people use WordPress. I don't know WordPress. Can't help you with WordPress, right? But we recommend ClickFunnels. It's the simplest. It's drag and drop, and you want to have it structured in a way where you have bullet points, right? So we're going to go into an example right now, but you want to have bullet points on this page that describe what they're going to get in the masterclass, right? And so when you're putting your bullet points up, it's very crucial to write this down, to not explain features, right? You want to explain benefits. So there's this concept of features versus benefits and sub-benefits. So a feature is like, you know, here's this phone, and this phone, you know, it has a button. It has a button on the side. It has a white screen. It has a big screen. It has, you know, it's a phone. You know, it has a camera. You know, right? Those are the features. Now the benefits are this phone has super strong connections. So that way when you're in another country, you'll be able to rely on your phone and not have the signal cut out because of the hardware that's in it, right? That is a benefit because it's sells. So features tell and benefits sell. So if you're selling, what is going to sell and compel them is this phone has GPS tracking in it for your child. So when you give it to your child, you'll always know where your child is going to be. And even if it falls in the water or if it gets run over by a car, it is going to track, you know, it's going to track your child. You know, that's a huge versus, you know, it just has, even if you just, versus just saying it has GPS tracking, right? When you add that benefit, so what? When you go deeper and you say, so what? It has tracking. So your child will always be safe. You'll always know where your child is no matter what. So that way you can relax and be less anxious. It comes with less anxiety. That's a benefit, right? Like, for example, let's go into screen share.
Mm-hmm.
And let's show you an example from our own page and from our coach's page. So how do we screen share? Be live. Screen share this here. Showing stream. Solo. Okay, can you guys see this?
Yeah, I'm gonna, for everyone on Instagram, I'm gonna hold it up to the crowd.
Okay, so this is our registration page, and you can see here, you know, our juicy hook, the simple 4-step system health, wellness, and fitness entrepreneurs use to keep their calendar full of qualified dream clients, right? So with this, a few elements are, it's the 4-step system. It's simple 4-step system, right? So it's an overview, and then we're calling out our avatar, health, wellness, and fitness entrepreneurs. It's very specific, right? So they're going to be like, ooh, that's me, you know, to use that people are currently using to keep their calendars full. So this is a metric. It's a measurable result, right? So we're going to talk more about this too. This is really important. I'm super nerdy, so it needs to be measurable and on a timeline. So right now, it either needs to be really measurable or even better if it's on a timeline. So with this, it's very specific. Full. Keep your calendar full is a very specific measurable timeline, right? Measurable result or outcome. And full of qualified dream clients, not just full, but specifically full of qualified dream clients. So you can, and then even to go further, right, without complicated marketing and tech confusion, right? Because that's a big pain for our avatar, for a lot of you that are watching. getting stuck up on technology is not something that we need to be doing. It should be simple, right? So this is a great juicy hook, right? And we tested it and it works. And so then on our page, you want to have a testimonial, right? We have this testimonial. I'll just like play it. This is the first testimonial, which is from one of our clients, Melly. And, first thing you want to have is a bunch of testimonials, a bunch of social proof, because that's going to immediately lower people's resistance and help them feel more comfortable. This is another one of our clients, Hannah. Let me pause this. Hannah, she has a testimonial here. We have Selena. We have Peace. We have Monica. She's an amazing doctor that does acupuncture. Melly, she does Reiki and she's working with empaths. We have Chelsea. Hey, Chelsea. We have Chelsea on here, right? Chelsea's an amazing breathwork and yoga facilitator. And then we have, we talk about what you're going to experience at night. If you lay in bed, pondering marketing strategies and brainstorming business plans to scale your life to the next level while having more freedom, right? Now, this is when we get into it. The 4-step path of least resistance, that's replacing exhausting, outdating tactics. We're sick of exhausting, outdating tactics like word of mouth referrals and blogging and podcasting and net marketing, and we don't want the tech overwhelm to get there. I'll zoom in a little bit here. Right? So these are very compelling, how to increase your free time with your loved ones while working from anywhere in the world, right? And decrease the amount of time you spend in your business. That's extremely compelling. Hi, Jameson. How to position yourself as an expert so you can enroll clients at premium prices, within a short time of them seeing you, a very short sales cycle. So you're not nurturing people for weeks and months with putting all this extra energy in and not knowing if they're going to enroll with you, right? Without them even knowing who you are, or if you're unknown, or if you have no network, right? Because that's a big challenge or obstacle that we've researched from our clients. We've done research and we know that they stop themselves because they believe they need a huge network or a huge following, or they don't have enough, testimonials or stuff like that. And then here, how people are transforming to 6-figure earners and maintaining their integrity, because we know a lot of people, they say this can be unethical and we want to maintain our morals and our values with our message, right? That's why we put that in there. And how to sell your best-selling programs, based off of the wisdom and knowledge and expertise that you already have. So you don't need to go out and get a certification. You think you do, but you can help people right now. And people are waiting for you out there right now for you to step up and help them. And we teach you how to do that, create your best-selling program without having to guess and constantly course correct and experiment, right? We teach you the bulletproof way to do it, right? And how to do all this while having a deeper, wider impact and more fulfillment, because you're serving people that aren't just in your city or in your town. You're serving people all around the world, right? And global impact is a huge goal of our audience. So that's why we bake this in there. And then you can see, we have more testimonials from some doctors that we work with and, some other people that we work with. And you want to have testimonials on your page. And then we have it here, build your coaching business in 4 easy steps. Start here. And then it takes you to, to register. You put in your email, first and last, first name, your email, and then you register. And it's really simple. So that's one example. And then we want to give you an example of our own coaches, right? Clients in Abundance. If you don't know Clients in Abundance, go check them out. They are huge. They're one of the best in the world, in America. They're on Inked magazine, I think twice, the 5,000 list twice, maybe even more that I don't know of. And this is one of our coaches, Alex Jeffries, right? How to create an online coaching program. So this hook is the option number 1. So it's not about only marketing, it's how to create an online coaching program. So they talk about all the 4 pillars that you need to create an online business, right? So that reproduces time and time again. That keeps working over and over and over. That gets your clients results, right? Because your clients need to get results, right? That's a big pain point of their market. that reduces overwhelm. That's a huge pain point, is being overwhelmed. So what you do is you enter in your information and it'll take you over to the content, right? But then what they have on here is social proof. They have their clients, right? Their family, and I'm sure we're going to be on here soon, right, Lauren?
Mm-hmm.
And then they have testimonial video. They have actual testimonials, just like we do. And this is our coach. He talks about who he is, and then you go sign up for the thing. So this is going to be compelling content. And then one more here. This is another one. Clients on demand. They're saying, how they've earned $10 or more for every $1 that they spent on Facebook ads for 4 years straight. That is their compelling, they're one of their bullet points. So now we're getting into the bullet points, not just the hooks, if I didn't make that clear earlier, right? So, this is a very compelling bullet point. So how the simple funnel that they use generated $15 million and allowed their clients to go from unknown to 6 figures, right? I want to do that. We all want to do that, right? When you hear that, you say, I want to do that, right? So that is something that's very compelling that you want to include as bullet points in your on your opt-in page. So let's bring us back here. So that's it for now, Lauren.
Okay.
So we gave you some live examples. Hi, Swanky.
Swanky Bus.
Hi, Rex City.
Swanky Bus. I met her at Angel Tessie's conference in Orlando. She's
Florida.
She's an amazing woman who's doing some really cool stuff with her brand Swanky Bus. And then Rack City, who joined us, is a badass lawyer in LA. Hey, girl. Thanks for joining.
Hey. So, those are some examples. Basically, bottom line is, features tell, benefits sell. So the trick, write this down. When you put up your bullet point, ask so what? So what? What does it matter? Go deeper. So that way you can travel the world with your family. So what? So that way, you don't live. So that way you live a life without regrets. So that you live life completely fulfilled, right? You live a fulfilled life. And this masterclass, attend this masterclass. So what? So you can learn how to create generational wealth for your family. So what? So your kids are raised contributing to the global society, right? They're model citizens, right? Your kids, you'll be proud of your kids will be proud of you, and they'll be proud of themselves, right? That's a huge benefit. We want generational wealth, generational legacy, those kinds of things. So what you want to think about, that little hack, is think about what your clients want more than anything, right? Think about the outcomes, not the tools. So for example, Chelsea, you might be doing this. We want to help you out. If just think about this. Ask yourself, am I doing this? Am I talking about, come out because you'll get this specific breathwork tool, or, you'll get the breathwork, like one of our clients, Lean On Me, they do acupuncture, and they were saying acupuncture a lot, and acupuncture is the tool. Eastern medicine is the tool. It's not the outcome that your clients are. Hey, Francesco, Lauren's guy is here. Sweetheart. Hi, Francesca. So, you want to talk about the outcomes, not the tools, not the techniques. They don't care about the techniques. Nobody wants to buy more tools. They don't want to invest in more tools. They want to invest in the outcomes. They want to know, if I take this, if I do this, will I be able to spend time with my family? Will I be able to move without feeling pain? Will I be able to find the love of my life? They don't want acupuncture. People don't want acupuncture. They want to feel better in their bodies, right? So think about the outcomes, because listing the agenda is boring, like how to build your brand, how to build your webinar, how to book sales calls, right? How to find your niche. That's the agenda, and that's very boring. So instead, you want to list the things that, like we listed on our page. And if you want to get better examples, just go to our page, and check out the examples that we have here. I want to start wrapping this up. just understand that feature and look it up online. I think you might be able to find this concept online, features versus benefits, and really understanding that concept. It's going to change your business. If it's super crucial, if you can start using feature language and start using strong benefit language, that's your homework. Research how to do that and watch this training over and really understand. Don't sell the tools, sell what they can do with the tools, how the tools are going to transform their life. Those are what your point should be about. Those are what your Facebook posts should be about and your social media posts. And when you're talking to people, they don't care about tools, right? So Oleana gets it. She threw up the heart. Yes, give us the hearts, girl. Give us the hands. Thank you, Oleana. So, once you dial this in, it'll save you a bunch of money in the end, because it'll save you a bunch of time and a bunch of money, because you'll be converting at a much higher rate. You'll be talking to clients that are, they understand, when they click, first of all, when they click on your ad, they go to your page, that costs money, right? So when they go there, they'll be more likely to keep clicking through. That's the goal, is you want them to keep clicking through. And you'll be able to save so much more money if your click-through rate is better, So definitely want to dial this in so your pages are converting at 40%, not 10%. If you're wondering about numbers and you're a techie person, the number that we recommend is 40% baseline. 10% is terrible. And that's what we see out there a lot in the market. So bonus tip, if you're seeing that your opt-in page isn't converting too well, try shortening it. Sometimes, usually what we see when we shorten the opt-in pages, they convert a lot better, because longer ones, it's just people, psychologically speaking, it just gives people more time to just drop out. So just keep it short, keep it sweet, just have one button. That's another thing I want to mention is, on our webpage, you saw we have different buttons, but they all lead to the same thing. So you only have one button that has one action, which is the big difference between a website. Websites are dying out because they don't lead you to take a specific action. They don't lead you to do one thing. If you have a bunch of options on the page, they're going to be confused and not know what to do. They're like, what should I do next? Versus one button, one option, this is what I need to do next, right?
And also, with that being said, you always want to have a call to action.
Yeah, that's...
My coach, Angel Tussey, said this in Orlando. Exposure with no call to action is a waste of exposure. And exposure meaning, if you're posting on your social media, if you're running advertisements, your email signature, any part of your business that's exposed needs to have a call to action. So make sure you're implementing that into your strategies. That's something that you all can go do and look at everything you have right now and make sure there's a call to action leading those eyes to do something with you in your business.
Exactly. Thank you, Lauren. She's right. Call to action. You don't ever get on stage in front of a crowd, speak, and not tell them what to do next, right? Because you're just going to lose all that. You wasted all that time. They're just like, okay, well, now what do I do next, right? Every post, what do I do next? And you don't want to overwhelm people and burn them out by using the same call to actions for everything. So switch it up. There's different call to actions. Book a call, watch our masterclass, download this lead magnet, message us, join our group. There's so many different call to actions, and they should always be, mainly you should be booking calls. If you're not booking calls, you don't have a business, you can't make money if you're not having conversations with interested buyers, right? So you need to be booking calls, but there's so many call to actions that have their proper place. And you don't want to overwhelm people by always telling people the same call to action, right? So let's wrap this up. We have some homework for you. So your homework from day 2 is to select your title, select your subject, your topic, your hook for your masterclass, right? And for your opt-in page. And then build your own opt-in page. Start outlining the bullets that you want to put in your masterclass, right? Outlining the bullets that you want to put, in your opt-in page, your registration page, right? So you want to have at least 5, maybe 6 bullets. And you want to explain what they're going to be getting and benefit language, not feature language. So, you learn how to do this, this, and that. So what? So you can do this. So you can be free to do this. So you're not experiencing this without having to do this one thing that you hate. Fill in the blank, right? So that's your homework. Come up with your title, your hook, and your bullet points. That's pretty much it for now. There's more. There's a lot more coming throughout the week. We're gonna have our expert, our coach Ryan, Facebook ad genius. He's huge. He's worked with dozens, hundreds of clients on their ads, and he is amazing. He is, working with us right now, and he's gotten tens of thousands of dollars invested in his training, maybe even more than that. I don't know, but he is very great at what he does, and we're gonna get him here on day 3, I think. Tomorrow.
He's gonna jump on the call. He's gonna jump on the call tomorrow.
He's gonna jump on the call tomorrow.
If you are someone who is curious about paid advertising or is already running paid advertising, you definitely want to join us tomorrow, because Ryan's gonna get super deep and super geeky about Facebook ads tomorrow, and we're super excited because he's going to be dropping so much knowledge tomorrow, and we're so grateful that he's going to be joining us. So with that being said, we'll be here at 3:30 tomorrow, so put it in your calendar. Just want to note the time for everyone.
Yeah, and just one quick note with Facebook ads, if you're wondering, should I do Facebook ads or not? Only do Facebook ads if you have you have a proven. Lauren, the live ended.
Okay,
on Instagram.
Okay, well, I'm still here with you on. Give me a second.
Yeah, Facebook.
You keep talking on Facebook. Okay.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, because you need to save that, right?
I don't have the save button. It's not showing up, but I'll just have to screen record it later.
Okay, cool. So, are we gonna wait and go back live so we can talk to everybody?
You keep talking on there. I'm gonna figure this out. Okay.
Okay, cool. So, all right, everyone here, so they can watch the replay, right? But basically, where were we?
No, we're kind of wrapping it up.
Yeah, we're wrapping it up. So, we're gonna have a lot more for you coming up. The purpose of this was basically to show you, everything that you needed to start building your hook, your opt-in page, and you can do it yourself, of course, but we always recommend doing it with us or doing it with some expert that you trust, because we obviously know what we're doing, and we can do it with you and help you. There it is. Okay, so yeah, we're back. Sorry, guys. This happened. It's okay.
Will you join? Okay, there you are. All right, Swanky Bus is still with us. Hey, Swanky Bus.
Swanky Bus, hey.
Hey, sorry everyone got disconnected.
Okay, we're back. So, you can always do it yourself, but we recommend doing it with us because, obviously we know what we're doing. We have coaches, that have been multi-millionaires for over the last, decade, for a while, and they know what they're doing, and you have that resource. So, you have this whole big resource of people that you can tap into and get feedback from, and we definitely want to extend this to you. So, we're going to be, once this week is done, we're going to be working with a couple of you, right? And we want to go into what we have to offer you. So let me see if I can share my screen right now and show you what we have to offer you coming up for the next week. Because we want to be transparent. We don't want to hide these things. We don't want to surprise you and whatnot. So let me dive in here. Okay, so the first thing we have to offer is our Wealthy Wellness System VIP implementation. And what we do is we recommend this because you're gonna be able to walk through with us, hand in hand in our community, step by step, so that way you can propel your business, you can get the clarity you need. And if you just follow the simple steps in the right order, you'll be able to keep your calendar booked consistently, right? And so what we want to talk about is what this program includes. What this program includes is online access to the membership portal, right? So the membership portal, you get access to our membership portal for life. Let me go to the Wealthy Wellness System membership portal and show you some things that are included. We're gonna give you a little background. So this is the login, right? And so you're logged in. And so we have an announcements tab, right? And then you have all 9 modules. There's actually an extra bonus module, so there's 10. But you have your 9 modules. You see here that you have all your content. So, you see we teach you how to choose a profitable niche. We have a video for that. We have a video for creating your target market alignment, for your ideal client, for your avatar's archetype, your magnetic message. We have training for how to run your signature program, how to launch it, the features and benefits that we're talking about, how to name your signature program. We have different mindset things like your success tracker, right? And then we have an area where all of our clients keep their documents. And then, you can keep all your blueprints in here. We have these lovely blueprints, which we're going to go more into tomorrow. I don't want to keep y'all here too long. But you have access to your blueprints and examples and things like that. So, that's the back end of our portal. So you get access to that for life, forever, right? So you don't have to ever worry about that. So let's see here. This includes coursework, blueprints, video training, audio downloads, previously recorded sessions, the calendar, and you get lifetime updates for life. For your life. So any major need to know updates that are happening in the industry, you get the 411 on that. So you get access to 3-hour group coaching calls every week. We're going to be showing up live to answer your questions, very intimate space where you get all your questions answered. And you can ask questions about the blueprints, about coursework, about your funnel, about your masterclass. You can ask questions about, what do I put here? What do I put here? Or any mindset blocks that are going on with you as you're going throughout this process. You get one-on-one coaching calls. You get office hours. You get private group chat access. You get access to our private Facebook mastermind community. And you get a bunch of bonuses too, like how to handle objections, how to handle sales calls and enrollment calls. You get the exact script that we use and that our own coaches use, right? You get all the email templates. You get everything that you need. What we're going to do is test your funnel, test your web pages, your pixel, your replays, your emails, test your slide deck. We're going to test your masterclass. We're going to review your emails, your opt-in page. We're going to review your Facebook ads. We're going to help you troubleshoot everything to ensure that it's running smoothly and error-free, right? We're not just going to leave you high and dry. That's the difference between us. We're not just a program that gives you information. We give you transformation by giving you that step-by-step guidance and support. So that way you have everything that you need. You're going to get the exact instructions and links and examples and templates from us at the beginning of the program and throughout the program as well. And of course, there's requirements that we're going to talk more about. You need client results. You need to have testimonials. You need to have a niche. You need to know the big problem that you're going to solve. You need to have specific availability, and you need to be ready to start ASAP, right? And now getting into the fees for this one, for 12 weeks of online weekly group coaching, it's for $3,000, right? That's the investment. And if you pay in full, there's a different discount. If you pay, on the call, if you pay immediately during this week, you get $222 off. And then you can pay, with different payment options. And we'll talk more about that later. And we don't want to get too deep into this now, but that's the investment fee for this offer. So to sum it up, this is everything you need to create a steady flow of high-paying clients that you love working with. And, it's consistent, which is a beautiful thing. Every week, that you're going to be getting your calendar booked with clients, once you get this all dialed in. You just need to show up, be resourceful, be decisive, and take massive action to see that massive transformation. Now, this is only by application, and you just message us if you want to apply. And once they're gone, they're gone. There's only 5 slots. We're not taking more than that. This is very special for y'all this week. And so once they're gone, they're gone. Now, if you're not ready for that offer, we have a lower offer, which, you get access to our Facebook community for free. You get lifetime access for that forever, right? And you can go ask questions. You can do whatever you want on that Facebook group, within reason, obviously. You can't just go do whatever you want. But you can be a part of the mastermind community where we have experts that are millionaires, and you have a millionaire access, right? So that's huge. And you have access to our portal. You have access to our monthly community coaching sessions via Facebook Live, where we show up once a month and you can ask questions, whatever questions you want. And then the biggest bonus with this benefit of this is that the investment fee is you get access to our online portal, right? So we talked about that earlier. You get access to coursework, blueprints, video training, audio downloads, sessions from our one-on-ones with our clients, access to the Facebook community, and lifetime updates. Now, the investment fee for this is a lot lower tier. So it's not $3,000. It's not a one-time fee of $3,000. It's only $49 a month, right? You get access to our portal, our community, and our coaching sessions for just $49 a month. Or if you want to just pay a year, it's $300 for the year, $297 for the year, or $497 forever. So that way you don't have to pay every year. You get access to our portal, access to these video trainings. And again, there's a lot of video trainings. Like, I'll pull it up here again. There's a lot of video trainings that come up into this, and we're going to be adding more and more and more. So right now, you're going to get immediate access to, I think, about 30 different video trainings you get immediate access to. And then over the months, over the time, you're going to get access to a lot more videos and a lot more trainings. So, and you can see examples from other members that are going through the program so that you never get stuck on what you're going through. Let me show you an example of blueprints that we use, and I'm going to wrap this up.
Yep.
So what are you seeing right now, Lauren?
I see Facebook.
Why? Like, why Facebook? So I'm going to show y'all right now. Wrapping it up, what I want to show you is our blueprints. This is a little sneak peek to what we do with our clients. These blueprints are off the chain, right? Mm-hmm. And okay, so now can you see the blueprints, Lauren? Oh, no, not yet.
Not yet.
Show and stream.
There we go.
Solo. There you go. So these blueprints are crazy. So let me just go in here. It might look, intimidating at first, but this is an example of how we teach you how to create your program steps. So we have your signature program steps, module 1, 2 through 9. And then you just list out steps 1, 2, 3, 4. What are the things that they need to do in module 1, right? And then we have this here. And this is the signature program. It's fill in the blank. Literally, you just fill in the blank. First step is mindset, right? Second step is avatar, right? Second step is offer. And you just fill them out like that. And it's super simple. And we teach you, there's a training for each blueprint, right? And then your deliverables. What do you want to include in your programs? Do you want to have video downloads? Do you want to have a self-study system? Do you want to have weekly group calls, email access? Do you want to have software? It's really awesome because you get to have everything in one blueprint. So you're not having to struggle and be confused and lost about, how do I create all this stuff? We have a blueprint that we've created. It's taken us months, years to actually create these blueprints. And so you have access to them from us for either $49 a month, $297 a month, or $497 for a lifetime. And those are the two offers that we have. So you have the VIP implementation. You can work with us hand in hand, or you can do it yourself by just getting access to the program. And so you can switch back, Lauren.
Yay, my arm is tired.
So wrapping it up tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Who's coming back tomorrow? Chelsea, Oleana, Justin.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah. Who's coming back tomorrow? Tomorrow we're going to be talking about your signature skill set. So one important thing is how to build your own wildly profitable signature program that allows you to make a massive global impact and also freedom to travel the world with your loved ones, right? Because most people are doing one-on-ones, they're stuck doing one-on-ones, and you have to do 8 one-on-ones a day, so that's like 8 hours a day, and you're maxed at 8 hours a day, right? So we teach people how to integrate a hybrid method where they're doing one-on-ones and groups and online course, and that way they're able to scale and they're able to serve unlimited clients within only 3 hours a week. You can serve as many clients as you want. So we teach people how to build a hybrid program, a hybrid signature program, and build that signature skill set. And then part 2 is your avatar's heart set. So the disconnection between you and your market and how to become that lighthouse to attract clients consistently, right? So this is about brand alignment and market differentiation, and we're going to be showing you blueprints for both of these as well. We're going to be offering them one of our blueprints as a giveaway, which is as a downloadable, fillable PDF where you can create your own signature program, right? So, and if we have time, we're going to go through the actual slides for your masterclass. What slides need to be in your masterclass? What's the content? Because we don't want you to have blank page syndrome, right? We want you to be able to know what's put in your masterclass and make sure that it's going to be able to convert, right? Mm-hmm. So, and we're going to teach you how to track it, how you have the analytics, so that way we know where to edit it, where it's necessary, if there's one part of the masterclass that's not working so well. And we just don't want to leave these things up to chance. We refuse to do that in our business. We track and we measure. So, that's pretty much it for today. We're done. Wrapping it up. So the replay will be up, if not tonight, tomorrow it'll be up, and we'll include, some images and things like that. Other than that, thank you all for showing up.
Thank you.
And we look forward to, the few of you that we're going to be working with next week. Yeah. It's going to be awesome to get started and change your life so that way you can get freedom. You can start working from home. You can work from anywhere. You can be with your loved ones. You can not have anxiety of, what should I create in my program, or what should my messaging be, or, what's going to happen with my bills this month? Where am I going to attract clients, right? How do I sell on the phone, and all this stuff. So we want to help you out. Show up tomorrow, same time, 3:30, and we're going to do it.
Thank you, everyone. Yes.
So thank you, everyone, for joined. We just got someone that joined. It's okay. Watch the replay. On Facebook, just go to the Wealthy Wellness System Facebook group or Facebook page. Join our Facebook group. Definitely join our Facebook group. See the work that our clients are doing in there. There's some great work that's being done in the Wealthy Wellness System program and the Click. That's our inner circle, Kai and Lauren's inner circle, right? So definitely join the Facebook group, the Wealthy Wellness System, and join our Facebook page. And that's pretty much it for now. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye. See you guys tomorrow at 3:30. Thank you.
All right.